people, and the homestead information has been, that really had resonated with people here. We've had, come up, to our new facility here last spring, I guess.
Nancy came, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had done it a couple of years ago at the church when we were renting space there. But, despite the fact that we talk with people about these services being available, it's people often haven't heard about it, and they're fabulous programs.
Yeah.
It's so important. So glad to have you
you.
come and
Thank
talk
you.
to us.
Thank you for having us. So my name is Debbie Zolano, and I am a manager at the Southern Essex Registry of Deeds in the Customer Service Department. And with me is Pam Wood. She also works with us in the Customer Service Department.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about Property Fraud Watch. It's a brand new program created by Registered John O'Brien. I'm part of John O'Brien's outreach team. We go out to senior centers, Rotary clubs, libraries, and we talk about things such as the Homestead Act, the Property Fraud Watch program. So today's Property Fraud Watch. So the Property Fraud Watch program is a program. It's a notification service, and it's free, and it will allow you to be able to see that a document was recorded against your property right away that evening after the document has been recorded. It's free of charge. You'll sign up by email, and we'll go over this later, and then you will actually receive a link, and you'll get an email from the Registry of Deeds that says a document was recorded today against your property. You'll be able to click on that link and actually look at that document. It could actually help you be protected from criminals trying to steal your property. There's been, the FBI has talked about an increase in white-collar crime, people trying to steal or create false documents and record them against people's properties. So this is a free service. The Registry of Deeds is a recording office for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We do not, lawyers, title companies, and such courts will present documents to us, and we keep track of them. We record these documents. They are put on record. But we don't vet these documents. We don't interview the parties that are party to the document. So once the document meets the recording standards for us, we will take that document, we'll put it on record. But we don't interview all the parties that create the documents, okay? So let me go on. So the FBI reports that property and mortgage fraud is one of the fastest growing white-collar crimes in America. And our Property Fraud Watch program will go a long way towards detecting and thwarting real estate fraud. This is particularly helpful to the elderly, who are most often vulnerable to scams and fraud. Registrar O'Brien is all about protecting the homeowner. Property and mortgage fraud is not very common in this area, but in different parts of the country, the FBI has seen a rise in property crime. So John O'Brien is trying to be proactive with this Property Fraud Watch program. If anybody tries to put a false document on record against your property, we're trying to be the first line of defense, and that you can see the document right away and review it and make sure that that document is legitimate. So that's why we created the Property Fraud Watch program. In Hamilton, there was a big case called it's going on right now, it's called the Donovan case. I gave you handouts. Basically, a millionaire tried to bilk his grandchildren out of their estate by putting false documents on record at the Registry of Deeds. And there was an indictment passed down, and that case is in the courts right now. So what is fraud? Fraud means to forge, counterfeit, alter, or falsely make any document. Fraud is to use, attempt to use, possess, obtain, accept, or receive, or to provide any forged, counterfeit, altered, or falsely made document. And fraud is to accept or receive or to provide any document lawfully issued to or respect to a person other than the possessor, including a deceased person. Basically, there are people out there that can steal your personal documents, steal your identity, create fraudulent documents, such as a deed or a mortgage, put those documents on record at the Registry of Deeds. And before you know it, someone else has ownership of your property through the document at the Registry of Deeds. This is what's happening in other parts of the country.
When a person receives an email indicating that this has happened
Mhm.
on your property,
Mhm.
or, does the Registry of Deeds recommend an offer, an approach for them to take, like
Yes,
see a lawyer?
that
or-
will come up.
Oh,
But,
thank you.
so you won't get a notification from us that says that a fraudulent document has been recorded against your property. We don't know that it's fraudulent, only you would know.
Okay.
So for instance, if you got a notification that a deed was recorded against your property, you would be able to look at the picture, the image of that deed, and see, is that something that you signed? If not, maybe someone forged your signature and put it on record at the registry, transferring your property to somebody. So we don't know that it's fraudulent. That's why the document will come to you if you sign up with this Property Fraud Watch service. And you will be able to review the document to see if it's legitimate. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Good question.
Any questions? Sure, just ask. So how can you prevent your house from being stolen? You need to be vigilant. You need to periodically check your property records at the Registry of Deeds. How many people have ever gone online, gone to salemdeeds.com and put your name in our computer system and checked your property records? Has anyone ever done that here?
I have.
Besides Pam? We have all our records back to 1640 online. They're all public records. You could go to salemdeeds.com and you can search, you can put your name in, your property address, and you can look at all your documents that have been recorded against your property. It's all public record, it's free of charge. And if you ever need assistance with that, you can call our customer service team, we'll be glad to help you.
And somebody was going to research my house
Mm-hmm.
from Salem, and she never got back to me. I've talked to her, and of course I left her name home, but.
Okay, sure, I will give you my business card, and I can take care
go
of that
back
for
to
you.
1800, but it's supposedly before 1800.
Yeah, we have to use our grantor grantee indices. We can teach you how to do that, or we can assist you with that. I will take your information after the presentation,
Okay.
and I will get in touch with you, okay? I can look at that for you. So you should periodically look at your records at the Registry of Deeds on our website. If you see any paperwork on our website that you don't recognize or you don't think is yours, you gotta look into it. You gotta look into it right away. Ask questions. Contact us at the Registry of Deeds and we will assist you. We'll look at the document, we'll help you figure out what it is. There might be a lien on record that you don't recognize, you didn't know was there. We can help you. We can assist you in releasing the lien. Say you had a credit card lien and you paid off your credit card bill through the courts. We can assist you with getting the correct paperwork to put on record to release or discharge that lien if you call us at the registry. If you receive, for instance, a payment book in the mail or information from a mortgage company or a bank or other lender that is not yours, say you have a mortgage with Fleet Bank, Bank of America, and you got something in the mail from another lender that's not your lender, you need to ask questions. Why am I receiving this? This is not my bank. I do not have a mortgage with these people. You need to investigate. Why did you receive that? Don't just throw out the document. You need to look. Make sure that somebody didn't steal your identity and take out a loan against your property. These are things that you need to look at. So if you get any kind of notices in the mail, don't just throw them away, look at them. And like it says, property stealing is not that common in this part of the country right now, But we're just trying to be proactive, that if this comes towards this part of the country, we will be prepared. And we'll have a program in place that'll help thwart this. So what is the Property Fraud Watch Alert System? The Southern Essex District Property Fraud Watch Alert is a tool that was created by Registry of Deeds John O'Brien and his staff to assist property owners in protecting their property against fraudulent documents that may be recorded on their property. This is a free alert system. There's no cost at all involved. What types of documents will this fraud system monitor? Property Fraud Watch system monitor. Deeds. Everyone knows what a deed is. It's the ownership of your property. Mortgage. Everyone knows what a mortgage is. Orders of notice. First of all, deeds and mortgages need to have your signature on them. If you're going to transfer your property or you're going to borrow money from a bank against your property, those have to be signed by you. Other documents below, such as an order of notice, a foreclosure deed, a tax taking, a UCC financing statement, a mechanic's lien or statement of notice of contract, these don't require your signature on them. A court or another entity could come in and file these documents against your property. So that's why it's important to check and see what documents are recorded against your property. An order of notice is the first step towards foreclosure. This is filed by the courts, and basically this is a notice saying, you know, your mortgage payments are behind. You need to, start paying your mortgage, or we're going to start the foreclosure process. That doesn't need your signature on it. Foreclosure deed is a deed taking the property from you, giving it to another entity. This is basically the last step in the foreclosure process where you lose your property. That does not need to be signed by you. A tax taking, if you're behind on taxes with the city or town, they'll put a document on record showing that your tax bills are behind and they can potentially take your property. A UCC financing statement, it stands for Universal Commercial Code and Uniform Commercial Code, excuse me. Basically, this is a statement. I'll give you an example. Solar panel companies put this document on record if you have solar panels on your property. It's basically a document showing that there is an encumbrance on your property. If you have solar panels on your roof, it's basically a document that says that you have a solar panel on your property, and if you ever went to sell that property or maybe remortgage your property, that might be a little issue. A mechanic's lien and a statement and notice of contracts. These are documents if you hire a contractor, for example, and maybe you didn't pay the contractor all of the money that's owed, or maybe there's a dispute between you and the contractor. The contractor could step in and put these liens on your property. They don't need to be signed by you. So there are several documents here that the Property Fraud Watch program will help monitor. How do you sign up for Property Fraud Watch? It's very simple. You go to www.salemdeeds.com and you click on the Property Fraud Watch link right here. See that on the computer? If you don't have your own email address, you can call customer service, and our customer service team will monitor your documents for you. And we will call you if there are any documents put on record, and then we'll mail you a copy, a certified copy of the document. So you don't have to have email. If you do want to sign up on your own, if you go onto our homepage, salemdeeds.com, you will see this. You will see this little button here. You click on that to sign up for the Property Fraud Watch. Bless you.
Thank you.
So this is how it works. The program's going to ask for your email address. So you'll enter your email address right here. And then the program is going to ask you to repeat your email address. You're going to re-enter the email address to make sure it matches. That's there. And then you're going to click on right here, it says Add Alert. You're going to be asked to put in some information, such as your last name, first name, street number, street name, city or town. And then you're going to click Add. If you are married, husband and wife own a house together, you will want to repeat this. And you're going to put in, so for instance, if you are the wife and you have a husband and you'd like to put his name in, after you put your name in, you're going to repeat this, putting your husband's name in. If you have kids that own the property with you, if you own the property with siblings, anyone on the deed or ownership of that property, you should enter, just in case a lien was put on the property against one owner. Sometimes that happens. Also, if your property is in an LLC or if your property is in a trust, you are able to enter the trust name right there or the LLC name.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, you're right.
Once you enter all of the information, so then after you enter each name and address, it'll appear here. You could have 3 or 4. Once those are all entered, you're going to hit this submit button. And then you will be enrolled in Property Fraud Watch. You will, in the next few minutes after you hit that submit button, you will get an email to your email address. And it will say, congratulations, you are signed up for the Property Fraud Watch program. Please click on this link to accept participation in the program. There's a little link that you need to click on, and then you must do that within 24 hours. And then you will be enrolled in the Property Fraud Watch program. It's very, very simple. And like I said, if you don't have email, you can have one of us, you can call customer service at the Registry of Deeds. We can sign you up and we can monitor your documents for you. And our computer program, at the end of every night, if there is a document recorded against your name and property, you will receive a notification from the Registry of Deeds saying, today a document was recorded. Click on this little link and you'll be able to view the document that was recorded against your property. If we are monitoring for you, we'll get a list at the end of the night. The following morning, we'll call you if you don't have email, and we'll let you know that there was a document recorded at the registry with your name and address on it.
I
Okay?
have a question.
Sure.
Good. Shall we fight too?
Nope.
My husband's name is still on the ownership of the house. He is deceased.
Yeah.
But he's still, I don't know how all that works.
So the question is, her husband's name is still on the ownership of the property and he's deceased. We highly recommend that you also enroll putting your husband's name on the Property Fraud Watch also. A lot of criminals will target deceased people using their names and addresses. Yeah, it's a very good question.
We have 3 of us on the deed to the house.
Yes.
One of my sisters doesn't live there. Would we still list the property address?
Yes.
Her name?
Yes.
Okay.
Because even though your sister doesn't live there, there could be a lien that's put on record against that property in only your sister's name.
Okay.
Like a credit card, for instance. Say your sister had a credit card lien. They put it against the property and the other siblings would want to know about that. Yes. Once enrolled in the Property Fraud Watch system, if a deed, mortgage, or other monitored document that was on that list is recorded with our office that matches the name and address that you submitted, you'll be notified by the method that you chose at sign up, meaning your own email address or having the Registry of Deeds monitor your documents for you. If you've signed up for your email notification and a document matches your criteria, you'll receive an email from our office with a link. You can actually click on that link and you will see a picture of that document that was recorded against your property. And if you've signed up using our customer service email, we use our customer service email, we will call you and mail you a copy of the document the next day. So either way, if a fraudulent document is put on against your property, you want to be notified immediately that it's been done. So steps can be taken to investigate how that document got there immediately. You don't want to find out 10 years down the line when you want to sell your house that there was a fraudulent document put on record, 5 or 10 years ago. You want to find out right away so an investigation can begin. We can find out who did it. And you can talk to the proper authorities, which is coming up. What do you do if you think you were a victim of deed fraud? You want to act quickly, like I said. You want to get to the bottom of it immediately. You want to call or email the Registry of Deeds, and you want to ask us. We at customer service can look at the document, explain to you what the document is if you have questions. If you think it's a fraudulent document, if it's a document you did not sign, if it's a lien that you know nothing about, we can help you with this. We can give you a certified copy of the fraudulent document or the document that you think is fraudulent. John O'Brien, our registrar, will give any homeowner in Southern Essex County any documents at all that you want free of charge. If you called the registry, you wanted copies of your deed, which is very popular, mortgage, any liens you have on record, discharges of mortgage, anything at all that we have in our computer system that you'd like for your property, Registrar O'Brien does not charge the homeowner. Free of charge. We can mail the documents to you, we can email the documents to you, you can come pick them up at the registry, whatever you'd like to do, but don't ever hesitate to ask about that. So we'll give you a certified copy of the fraudulent document, and then our registrar, John O'Brien, and his staff will assist you in, will help you report the crime to the proper authorities. Proper authorities might mean the Attorney General's office, the DA, District Attorney, might mean the local police department. So we'll help you. Secretary of State's office, he'll help you figure out who you need to contact. And if you or anyone that you know has been victimized by property fraud, like I said, Registrar O'Brien is always willing and able to help you report and work with the local law enforcement officials to ensure that those who have committed the fraud will be held criminally responsible. That's the end of our slideshow. Can I
Okay.
answer any questions?
What's the telephone number? You kept saying, never gave the number.
For
It
customer
was
service.
on one of the slides.
It's on one of the slides, but I'll give it to you. Yes, it's on the paperwork also that I've given to you. It's 978-542-1705. That is the direct line to the customer service department.
Say it again.
978-542-1705. That is the direct line to our customer service department.
Shall I flip the lights back on?
Yes, please.
Does anyone have any questions?
Ooh, if somebody wants to put a lien against your house and they go, do they go with a statement to the Registry of Deeds and record it? Or does it have to go through another legal site? Does it have to go through a lawyer or something like that?
It does not have to go through a lawyer. Depends what type of a lien it is.
Okay.
There's several different types of liens.
Yeah.
A mechanic's lien, for instance, a statement of notice of contract, those, if you are having work done on your house and you're having a dispute with your contractor and the contractor feels that he didn't receive all the money that he was supposed to receive, he could actually walk in and put a lien on your property.
Okay, so they literally come into the registry.
Certain
Am I
liens.
saying it correctly?
Yep, certain liens, it depends what type of a lien.
Okay.
Tax liens, for instance, will come, they'd be sent in through the city or town.
Yeah.
If you were paying your real estate tax bills and they wanted to put a lien on your property. Credit card liens come in the form of executions. There's usually an attorney attached to that, and that's usually you get notice through the sheriff's department.
Oh, okay.
You'll get some kind of notice, but that is sent in, through the sheriff's department. and it's court, and it's from a court, it's court, you know, there might be an action in
Oh.
court, you against the credit card company, and the court would have that document recorded against you. It all depends on what type of lien.
All right, thank you so much, thank you.
Yeah. A lot of times too, people will call up and they say that they're doing a refinance and the credit card company will show on the credit that the lien of a credit card was put on record in our office and they had no idea it was put on record. They're really surprised. And we let them know, yes, there is, or no, there hasn't been. So a lot of people, they really do get surprised and they will say, well, who did it? Who put it there? And, you know, we will tell them, of course, not our office, you know, the credit card company did that. But, you know, this is a great service to have. It's very helpful. You know, I always check, since I work at the Registry of Deeds, and I've learned a lot by this service as well. I check my records almost every day, just every day, yeah.
Thank you.
A lot of people will have an old credit card lien on record, and they'll call, and there's no discharge on record of that lien.
For their accounts.
So in that case, we could, you know, if you said, I went to the court, I paid the money 5 years ago, it's coming up on my credit report, I can't refinance my house, they want that cleared up before they'll loan me money. A lot of times you can call the courthouse, for instance, and they'll give you a document called a certificate of judgment showing that the lien is satisfied. You can get that at the courthouse, bring it to the registry and put it on record to show that that lien's been satisfied. So a lot of times there are ways that we can help you.
Yes.
If there's something outstanding that you don't think should be outstanding, like a lien on record, the registry can assist you in getting the proper documentation. If you have a mortgage, for instance, that you paid off a long time ago, and it's showing open when they do a title search, and you say, I paid that mortgage, that line of credit off 10 years ago. A lot of times we can help you, we'll direct you to the bank, and you'll go down to the bank and get what's called a discharge of mortgage.
We get those almost every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Simply, they go down to the bank and get a piece of paper called a discharge of mortgage. It's $75 to record it. You can bring it back to the registry, put it on record, give a copy to your credit reporting agency so that they can help you clear up your credit. Yeah.
Thank you. This is so complete. Thank you.
It's a lot of information. Bob, you might think of some more questions, and you're always welcome to contact us at the registry. Our phone number's on the paper there,
Yes.
we gave you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll keep information on hand too in the office so that
Okay.
others, you know,
Oh, great.
can call us too.
You know, anything anybody needs, they feel free to call the registry, and we're more than happy to help you. You know, we're all about customer service.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to come up
Thank
and
you,
talk
I
to us.
appreciate you having us. It was so nice.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
You had very good questions. Very thoughtful. and they're- yeah.
Definitely.
It's good because, you know, there are people at home probably have the same questions, or similar questions. So Thank you.
Mhm.
But we will definitely, I mean, if I can hold on to some of the paperwork too.
Absolutely,
The
yeah, I
Folks
have,
that call us.
I have some paperwork for you too, I can leave. Thank you.